So what is up, you guys? Hope you're doing great today. So as you can see by the title, we're going to be doing a video on where you guys should be summoning and how to AFK and where to AFK and everything like that, right? All right, so before we get started, be sure to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, share, and let's go and get right into the video. So basically, there's a lot of people that say I have 10 million DPS, I have 50 billion DPS, I have 100 trillion DPS, I have 1 DPS, right? And they want to know where do I farm, T, right? Where do I go? What do I do? I want this secret. I get no secrets. My luck sucks and this game's bad, right? That's what people say. I'm like, hold on, slow down, calm down. It's not that deep. There's a better way to do everything, right? You guys are like, I see a lot of people wanting to get the best secret, right? When a new map comes out, your DPS is not good, right? And you think that you can just go to the final map and just get the new secret. And that's what you should go for, right? No. You got to think about it this way, right? People like me that have played since the game started, right? People that have grinded, right, with all these without all these boosts, we've had to work on our DPS and we've had to go back a couple maps and figure out, okay, what's the best efficient way for us to get money, right? It's not always going to be the final map, right? And if you don't have a full team of shiny mythicals, if you don't have a full team of shiny secrets or secrets, if you don't have a full team of a specific unit, like for example, oh, I want to get let me go ahead and summon for Eisen, right? Let's go ahead and summon for Eisen. I don't have any secrets right now though. I have no secrets. Maybe I have one secret and I want to summon for Eisen. This doesn't make any sense at all because you're selling yourself. You're selling your yen and you're not going to get that secret more than likely. You may get one, but the thing about it is you're not increasing your yen that way. Like you can go to the new map to get that you can summon a couple times to get those units. If your units aren't bad, like I said in the how to grind and go to pro, noob to pro or whatever video I posted up there, I can't remember what it was called, but I did a video on this, right? You need to go to the final map if you can. If you can afford it, go to the final map and make sure you get those units to get that guaranteed level 100 unit, right? That's if you don't have good units, right? But more than likely, everybody's not gonna have the best units. So make sure you go to the final map and get those units. And that's anywhere, any new map, get the best, get the units that you can get within a couple summons, right? Don't sit there and summon all day because you're not gonna be able to afford it, more than likely, unless you're already prepared for that map. But like for me, I can do that because I'm already prepared for the next update and I can go there and summon all day because I have a lot of yen and my units are really good. But that doesn't work for everybody, right? Now let's talk about free to play people. Now you guys need to follow that guy. Like I said, I just recently put it as a card in the top right. You can check it out and you guys need to be following that. Basically, you need to follow that step-by-step process, right? You need to go to a new map, summon for a couple of times if you don't have the best units, summon anyway, get the units leveled up because you automatically get 10 levels, and then go back into the quest, right? Get all that stuff done. Now you guys need to know, like, where do I go to farm? You guys don't need to worry about how much DPS the new units are doing, because if your units aren't good, then it's like you don't need to get the most DPS, right? You think you should, but you shouldn't, because you're not getting anything in the process, right? You're trying to get the best unit in the game, and you still haven't got the other best units in the game that we had in the previous updates. Go somewhere where you can afford it, right? Go somewhere you can afford, right? Go somewhere that you can get the three regular mythicals. If you can afford that, you should be good to go, right? I just did a video on this. That was my last video, right? Get those 3 mythicals. And if you can afford this, you should be good to go. If you guys can afford 3 mythicals within like the yen you get overall, I would say that that's the place where you should farm. Now another way to figure this out is go do 2 time trials. Go figure out how much yen you get in like an hour, right? So if I'm going to Bazaar Town, right? Now let's go to the Hero Academy, because I feel like a lot of people are still on this map. But this should work for anything. So let's figure out. Okay, so let's get the spreadsheet out real quick. Okay, I'm gonna open this back up. All right, let's see the spreadsheet. So Hero Academy is gonna cost 50k yen, right, for non-VIP. Okay, we got that number, 50k. So I'm trying to get the mythical pity, right? I'm trying to get Hawks or Hawkeye or whatever his name is. I don't know his name, okay? Hawks, the guy with the wings, okay? The guy with the wings, the guy that can fly, okay? Now, I'm trying to get this guy, I'm trying to summon, and I can't really afford the next map, right? So how do I tell if I can't really afford it? So if you're to the point where you're summoning and your yen is getting drained after 2 time trials, right? Each time, let's say 1 time trial. I summon each after 1 one time trial. If your yen is if your yen is just disappearing, then you need to go to the previous map, right? If it's like, okay, 50k per summon, I'm at what, a few million. Let's 50 million, right? Let's get the calculator out on them. Let's get the calculator out on them. Okay, so let's get the calculator out. I've got, oh my gosh, there's calculators in the way. Jeez. So I've got 50k per summon. Let's go ahead and see how much it costs. I've got 5 million, right? I've got 5 million, and I'm gonna divide that by 50k. So I can summon 100 times. That doesn't seem right. So what I'm gonna do is let's do 50 million and divide that by 50k. So I can summon 1,000 times with this. So basically, if I can only summon 1,000, if you can get 50 million per time trial, I would say this is still too expensive, because 1,000 summons is not a lot. Now I think about it, 1,000 summons is basically almost a full inventory. That's nowhere near 7k summons. Now if you're getting this amount per time trial, go ahead and back it up. Go ahead and back it up, you guys. So basically what you want to do is figure out how much yen you have, right? At the current moment, you guys say, okay, how much, where do I go with this amount of yen, right? Where can I summon? So figure out how much yen you have, divide it by the amount of yen the cost per summon, right? This one costs 50k. I've got 50 million, right? 50k, I divide it by 50k, I get 1,000. That's $1,000, right? $1,000 I'm selling. That's 1,000 summons, right? So 1,000 summons is nowhere near 7k. So if I'm getting this per time trial, then I'm getting only 1,000 summons on this map per time trial. That's dead broke on this map, right? And it's the same thing for the other map. So what I'm gonna do is go back a couple maps. Let me go back to Orange Line. Let me go back to Orange Line first and see what it is. Okay, so let's see. Okay, 7.5k here, so it's gonna be 10k here. So if I got 50 million, right? Let me get the calculator out. 50 million divided by 10k, right? And we're not including auto sellers, but this is, you don't need to include auto sell. Auto sell is not guaranteed. That is basically, you're gonna get more money or keep more of your money depending on what you get, right? If you get epics and legendaries more often, you're gonna save more money and summon more, right? So let's divide 50 million divided by 10k. That's 5,000 summons. So this pity, 6k, right? This pity is 6k. So basically every time trial, if I'm getting 50 million, I can get a mythical pity. Now that's starting to seem more like it, right? That's more like it. That's a little bit in the middle, right? That's a little bit too much, right? But at the same time, it's like, okay, I can afford this one more than the other one. You can try to do it if it's like that. I mean, this is like a weird number, but it's like in the middle of both. Now it's like I would suggest going with this one, because if you don't have a lot of time on your hands, right, you can do a couple time trials. Now everybody does time trial throughout the day. Do a time trial and then you'll be able to summon, and that's going to take some time for you anyway. So here's the thing about it. If there was no yen, if everything was free, right, it would still take the same amount of time to get the unit as it would be if you could afford it, right? Because it's still time and it's still going to take you a specific time, right? So it doesn't matter if you're on the next map and you're summoning, right, and you can afford that one, because it's like, it's still going to take you a similar amount of time, right? Even if, like, as long as you can afford it, it's still going to take you a similar amount of time. Now in this case, I would say if you can afford it, like I said, go to the best thing you can afford. Use the formula, basically figure out how much yen you have, right? Figure out how much yen divided by the amount of yen per summon on the map that you're trying to go to. Do this on the maps, on different maps, and figure out where you can go. This is going to give you exactly where you should summon, right? You don't have to worry about how much DPS you're doing, because the thing about DPS in this game, the amount of damage you're doing is going to equate to the amount of yen you're getting. So that's vice versa, right? The amount of yen that you're getting is going to equal to the amount of damage that you're getting in the game, right? So depending on your amount of damage, you're going to get a specific amount of yen. You're going to get a specific amount of yen depending on your damage. It goes both ways. So because of this, that means that we can use the formula like I said before and say, okay, let's figure out how much yen I get in a time trial, because that's the amount of damage you can do, right? And we can figure out exactly where we need to summon. You don't have to worry about DPS. Just figure out how much yen you're getting, and this is going to be the place where you should spend your time getting secrets, mythicals, shiny mythicals, until you get your damage up, right? And like I said in the previous video, once you guys are able to get those craftables, your DPS is going to go up. It's going to skyrocket, right? And I would still use, like, if you're like behind them, I would still go to like a map ahead and get the XP, something there a little bit for EXP, and then fuse it and come back to the previous map, right? And once you get to the point where you could you know, you can go to a new map, then go to the new map, right? Make sure that you guys are going somewhere you can afford, right? It doesn't matter if, oh my gosh, Eisen is broken. I have, how much does it cost? This is what people do. And I just don't get it, right? I don't understand. Okay, it costs 112 million for me, right? 112 million. Let's figure out how much that's gonna cost for non-VIP. Multiply it by points. Actually, divided by. Let's do 112 divided by 0.75. Yeah, this thing is selling me. 112 divided by 0.75. 150 million per person. Okay, this is what people think. Okay, I have $1 billion and I'm gonna go summon at Empty World. I have $1 billion left. That doesn't even make any sense because the map costs. Let me look at the map. Let me make this more reasonable. Let's go back to Virtual Castle. It costs, then they're like, yeah, 7.5 billion. Okay, let's say, oh, I have $10 billion. Let me go summon for Eisen. I'm rich. I've got 10 billion. Is that enough, T? I'm gonna laugh at you because you sound like you don't know what you're talking about. And if you don't know what you're talking about, be sure to check out the playlist because it'll inform you guys on how to play the game. Because 10, oh my gosh, if you have 10 billion, you're gonna have 2.5 left, right? 2.5 billion. Let's get the calculator out. 2.5 billion, right? 2 billion 500 million, right? Okay, let's figure out how much that's gonna get us. Divide that by 150 million for everybody. 150 million. You're gonna get a whopping 16 summons from that. You're gonna get a whopping 16. Oh my gosh, a whopping with 2.5 billion, you guys. You're gonna get a whopping 16 summons. Now this would be good enough to get the units to basically get, if you don't have good units, you can do this if, like I said, if you're doing the method where I don't have any good units, right? And I go to a new map and basically get, let's see how many I can get in 16 summons. So that's 1 summon, that's 5 summons. Okay, I got an epic, cool. Okay, I got a rare and I got another rare. That's it. That's all I can afford. It sold me, but I got epics, right? So that's good. If I don't have any good units, I increase my damage, right? Because I have that increase of 10 levels for the new map and I have better units, right? So that's good. That's really, really good. They're better units and they're increasing their damage because of the levels, automatic levels when you go to a new map, right? That's every single map. That's the only thing I would say, but don't sit here and go through time trial, get your 2 billion and keep summoning here. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make sense at all. Go to the map where you're supposed to, do the equation, you figure out how much yen you have in the 1 or 2 time trials, and you go to the place where you can afford it, right? You need to be able to afford the pity. There's a pity there for a reason, and there's a reason why it resets per map, because you're supposed to spend your time getting the pity on that specific map, and you're supposed to spend time, right? Make sure you're spending your time, right? Go to the map, go to the place where you're supposed to summon, because the thing about it is there is a specific boost that you can get for the amount of hours in the game. You're gonna be in the game forever when if you're trying to get that, but at the same time you're not gonna, like, it doesn't make any sense to do that. The way you're supposed to do it is you're supposed to go back and go to the place, spend the time to get that mythical, and you're spending time getting that boost, right? So just make sure you do it right, you guys. I literally explained in the video. So if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, leave a subscribe. That doesn't make any sense. Leave a like, subscribe, comment down below what you guys think, or if you have any questions. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.